Okay, boys. Here we go. Episode 147. We nearly hit the 150 there, big boy. Nearly hit the 150 tone. You're coming up on that yourself, old man. And it'd be good to see the Guinness Book of Records actually register you for something, Tone, other than, stud. How are you, mate?
Where is he?
He's had enough.
Has he gone?
I don't know. He must have been on there.
Surely.
G'day, Marta. How you going, mate? I know you're going to leave soon.
Hey, g'day.
Pick up your beautiful girl.
Yeah, my little darling. She's on her way back up from Brisbane, so I got to leave halfway through the show. But see what we can get through before I have to leave.
Jeez,
and how are you all going?
Taz
been on fire. Taz has been on fire. How good's he then? How good's the week going, mate?
Oh, Tazzy, how good,
Taz.
mate?
Throwing up double figures like they're hot pops.
Hey, Tone, we thought you cracked the shits and left us.
Oh, you're an arsehole, but I'm here.
He's back. G'day.
G'day, mate. How you going?
Hey, Marto. Marto.
G'day.
Hello.
G'day,
scum
Tone.
and scumbag. You're the scumbag, Marto. But Taz.
To everyone out there, this is how Tone expresses love.
He does.
And we're recording.
Tone, it's always a pleasure to see
Fine,
you.
that's fine.
That.
We're always recording somewhere.
What are we doing, Tony? What'd you call us? Scumbag and scumbag?
No, he's called a scum and scumbag.
Or scum and scumbag?
He's the scumbag.
Yeah. Who's scum?
Why am I the bag? Why do I have to carry him around?
Fucking hell. You need a strong back.
Gee whiz.
You're the handlebars. The handlebars,
you like them?
Big boy.
Hey, do you like them? They're going good, aren't they?
Oh, mate.
Yeah, good on you.
Talking about going good, Tone, the treasure's on fire.
Don't know anything about the treasures.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Made a mistake. Taz, on fire.
Yeah, look, it was wonderful to find something at such long odds. And I guess the mistake I made is on a Sunday bet thread that you put up,
yeah,
I said I was going to have an easy day. So I only picked one out of 4 winners that I put up there.
Right.
But I did say I like something on Tuesday.
You did.
At Kembla, and I said it there.
Yes.
And I should have put it on then, because then everyone could have grabbed some of the 40-odd, to one. I got 46 of 950 the place.
Spins minus 6 cents.
Yes. There was only one scratching and it was 6 cents.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it was pretty good. And then, you know what? I got unlucky the next day because, as you know, yesterday on Wednesday, mind you, congratulations on a magnificent $17 winner, by the way.
Scotty.
Actually, no. He tipped it like 10.50. Technically, it was a 10.50 winner, but it blew out the 17s. So
no, you are right. No, you're right. But if you bet 365, they give you 17.
You get the odds drift protection.
That's right.
Yeah, so,
that's right. Everyone knows that.
Tone,
that's right.
I'm pretty sure
so
the SD, mate, was 17 skins.
Right.
But anyway, this is hang on, fellas.
You're back to double figure winner on I don't know how many months.
Oh,
yeah.
And
it was a day.
Fellas, I thought this is about me.
Done, Taz.
Yeah, it is about
I haven't finished yet.
Tone wants the limelight.
I still haven't finished, Tone.
He wants the
He wants the spotlight.
I threw out 3 tips, Tone.
No. Yeah, go on.
I threw out 3.
Keep going. This is the Taz show. Keep going.
Yes, of course it is. The Tone show starts later on, after midnight.
No. Yeah, I know. It's bloody nearly midnight now when you blokes start. Keep on going, quick. Go.
All right.
Go.
But I threw out 3 tips, and the 3 that I threw out actually, Tone, 2 winners and a third.
Oh.
I mean, I had about another 15 tips that I could have put up, and 14 of those won. But anyway, I kept those for myself. You know the ones I mean, Tone.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Costa, get
it was
around
all
this
there.
man.
It was good. It's nice when it happens, and I've been in a bit of good form. And Mark Costa, I put out a couple of dogs for him as well.
Yeah,
because he was running a bit
too.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 there as
2
well.
out of 3.
So,
can I just say one thing?
Absolute fire, Taz. Absolute fire, mate.
Can I be a bit Tone? 2020 hindsight?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yep.
I had 5 tips on Hong Kong on Sunday. I didn't put them up because they were all a bit short. They were all about, $3, $4, $2.70, whatever. Yeah, 4 out of the 5 won. So maybe I should have thrown them up just in a nice little paint.
Ooh.
Might have been all right. Might have paid a few people. But Yeah, that's good. We
That's
had
a
the
hate
quaddy
leaving money
anyway,
on
the
the
3
table.
legs that we
It's-
lost the last leg. That was great.
Oh.
But Mardo,
It's
Mardo, what'd you do today, you muppet at Gatton?
Another Muppet.
Well, yeah, I sort of come home from work early and feeling a bit crook, so I put the telly on and I thought, oh, Gatton, they're racing in Queensland. Something's got to go at long odds, and we find shock and awe at $34. The report was should go forward, may get overrun late. So I took the place bet, got $6, and the bloody thing won by 2.5 lengths at $34. I hate leaving money on the table.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Wasn't it worth a couple of skins at 34? Was it?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah, give yourself an uppercut. Jesus.
Oh, fair dinkum. Episode 146 was a disaster day. Luckily, Taz has come through this week like a bloody man, China that he is. Mayrose, big boy, Tone, Rowick. Yeah, no good. Tone?
Tommy Sherry, he's gone in the book. Didn't give a yelp. Obviously, the paper bag was the back door, I'd say. Ended up favourite and, shocker.
Yeah, it was actually backed in at 350 and didn't run like something that it was going to run on 350. And as it is one of my horses, Tone, I know it's got a bit of a finish, but just didn't do anything. It was just bizarre.
Didn't produce.
Princess Rainis was huge. Pez thought he'd finally cracked the winner on a Saturday, which has been a while. And set up. They ran the first 600 and third, like very good time, Mardo. So it was set up for the back marker. But maybe Princess Rainis was just that a little bit too far back. But geez, I thought screaming home down the outside. I got a bit excited with 100 to go, thinking we've got this.
Yeah, she was
But
coming.
J-Mac just got it home from us.
Yeah, did you
was
see him
due though,
jump out
wasn't
the
it?
saddle and throw Frumos across the line?
Oh,
That's how he got there.
The sad thing though, Pedzer, is Frumos, like it was a bit of a spruik horse last sort of winter, spring, you want to call it,
yeah.
and it was looking for the wet tracks, and unfortunately, it won on a day that it shouldn't have.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
it's one we've all backed from
Tone
time to time,
Team TNT. Remember Team TNT? The Polter Familiar probably don't now, but that was Team Taz and Tone. They were all bumming each other
always
over
Tone
in the UK. And then they were going to tip in the
geez.
same race. And Tone was like, oh, no, Taz is too good for me. And then Mimi's Award brains him, Tone.
Hey, listen, Jabba the fucking Hut. Hold on here a minute.
Oh, hang
You
on.
obviously don't fucking listen, which is normal. That's normally
Oh,
I said,
what did you say?
I don't want to, on a percentage basis here, Tassie, we're looking for 4 winners or 3 winners or whatever. That's why I stayed out of your race. That's your race. That's why I went elsewhere.
Tone, Pez was pumping you up. He said, you've actually mentioned Mimi's Award in this race. And it was tipped, of course, but Mimi's Award wins. He's pumping you up, Tone. You can't even take a compliment. What's wrong with you?
You know, with the classic with that, in all honesty, like even like we talked about it, and I said we should have taken each other on and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Tone, what's your daughter's name?
Emmy.
And guess what mine is? Millie. So between both of us, we're both got Mims.
Mimi.
So what I'm getting
trying to make an omen bet.
What we should have done is, in the good old days, we would have been a TNT reunited because it feels so good, and we would have both gone Mimi. That's what we would have done. But because you've thrown me out like a bloody, I don't know, a bit of trash because you called me like a used condom. You've thrown me out.
I reckon he's
go.
throwing you away like a ball tennis ball.
It's Taz and T. I'm the little T, you're the Taz. So, you're the big T.
Yeah. But look, you know what? In all honesty, if people were smart, they would have backed both and they would have won.
Yes.
It's just that we're not smart.
Starry Ann, what happened, mate?
Starry Ann, very ordinary. Promised so much, had a ton of money on her, it delivered nothing. You had worst run of the career.
There we go.
I love it, Roy.
There we go. There's a couple of them. Mayrose, the Warwick, and Mardo, of course. Well done, Mardo. Now, Lenny has joined us in the quaddie. She's 2 for 2, really, Lenny. She's done too well. She's
going great guns.
Still batting 1,000%, and she's probably at the toughest legs each week. So Lenny's back today. Thank Christ for that. we might be a chance. Tone and Team TNT again. It's all about Team TNT, Marto, isn't it?
Hey,
Muppet number 1 is swapped for Muppet number 2. So now Muppet number 2 is now
Right.
Muppet number
That's
1,
good.
and Muppet number 1 is now Muppet number 2.
which is no problem. But you know how
Park
you're
and
talking
Hut is there to stuff it all up afterwards. So yeah, great.
Hey, Pez, you know how you said
Pretty sure I'm going
Lenny's.
right, Tone, in the
You're
corner.
going too good. You know how you
You've
said
been
Lenny's
lucky.
probably
You've
had
been
the.
lucky. You've been luck.
Pez, I just want to go back to Lenny. You
Yes.
know how you said she's probably had the hardest legs in the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Well, I know Tone's got the best legs.
Oh.
Have you seen them?
Oh, great set of pins.
Hey, Tone, put them up on a table.
Big
Hey, it's
cock.
summer too in Japan, isn't it? So you've got those Adidas shorts on, haven't you? Hey, you
Legs
got
11.
the
Bricks,
the
Waddies
white
give
socks.
me the odds-on favourite races every week, don't we? Yeah, that's right. You know,
That's one thing at Polty. If you want to lay in $1.40 favourite and Tone's tipped it, get on. Right. He's the only man in Australia that could have gone
Bricks
LT
up
by
with
beat
it every
last
week.
week.
Boyshness.
Mm.
Oh, he's got a chance to get another one beat this
Hey,
week.
yeah, he's got another chance this week. With, what is it called, Vicar in the Derby? But
Yeah.
Hawaii
He loves a
5-0,
liquor.
this is one of Tone's. Good on you, Marto.
Hawaii 5-0. Yeah, I like him in this race. I was on it in the Hawkesbury Guineas and absolutely brained him. Didn't just win, it ran away from them and won by about 3.5 lengths. I'm taking on, what's the other one? Yellow Brick. I don't like Yellow Brick's first run because I'll tell you what, I'll compare the two. The last 600-metre splits that Hawaii 5-0 ran in the Hawkesbury Guineas and Yellow Brick ran on Sunshine Coast a couple of weeks back, Hawaii 5-0 was a second and a half quicker. I mean, that equates to many lengths. Yellow Brick, sure, it's going to be better second up, but a second and a half is a lot of time to make up in that last 600 metres. I just think that Yellow Brick goes out, tries to lead. Zoo Tiger's going to come and try and come across. What else is in there? We got Atmosphere will be right behind Zoo Tiger and Hawaii 5-0. It's got Nash Rawiller in the saddle, just giggling, watching it all unfold in front of him. And he'll have a perfect sit, not very nice map in this race, and pull out and go past all of them. See you later, Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah,
$3.
Mano,
it's got a nice little
Mano?
change of gear on it.
Mano, is it a Bookham Dunno?
Yeah, Hawaii 5-0, Bookham Dano. Yeah, I was going to say that. I forgot it. Thanks, Taz.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Isn't it great to see those Silks winning again? They never win.
Oh, it is.
It's great to see Jenna Singleton and the Harvey. It's great to see the battlers just still winning.
Yeah, doing it tough.
Well, when you're on them, you don't care what colour they're wearing.
That's right. And J Mac for Wallace says Taz at Eagle Farm, race 4, number 4, new mandate.
New mandate it is. Now, this horse is stepping back from a weight for age. And I think it was just maybe a little bit outside of its class zone.
He's speeding up, Taz. Come on, mate.
All right, this week it finds a good track. I reckon J-Mac's 1 for 1 on it. He's won before. He's taken this over Big Boy Roy. Originally, this horse is from the UK. Originally, this is a UK horse who has been tried over greater distance. So I don't think the 1800 is going to be a problem. I just think J-Mac's made the right choice. Stepping back in class, it just gets a nice sit and it just goes, yibbity-yibba, thank you. And then in the private chats, something you're going to get from me is going to be a woohoo!
I like it. I like the woohoo. I like the woohoos. I like that because that means we're all.
It's drawn wide. It settles midfield. It should just win.
Yeah, we should give the last word to Muppet number 2. Muppet number 2. What do you think about Big Boy Roy?
Big Boy Roy is the bookmaker's lay of the century. Every week he looks an absolute certainty. He comes around the home turn and the race callers say, here comes Big Boy Roy, and the fucking crowd just ejaculates everywhere. Here he comes, Big Boy Roy. Gets up and runs second or third.
Wasn't a bad first up run, Marto.
It was pretty good. He almost pinched it first up.
Yeah.
And this is he did win the Lord Mayor's Cup last year, so he's backing up.
It's great to see Tassie's taking on Big Boy Roy. I like it.
It's another one of Waller's. It's long odds. It's 17 into 950, so it's popular again.
Well, Taz, you've become, like you've betrayed him because you own that horse now. It's yours.
Well, only because I bought it off you for a
Traitor.
bloody packet of twisties and a can of Pepsi Max that no one drinks.
Talking about a drink, Lenny Pascoe loves a drink. I've actually seen it in person, and she looks the part as well. Yeah. Unfortunately, she's not on the show tonight. She's in bed, and I told her that's perfect. Film from the bed, the boudoir,
Pillow talk.
boudoir, just.
Oh dear.
But Lenny sort of gave me the thumbs down and an angry emoji. So I let her go. But thanks, Barney,
Fair
for
enough.
all the pressure you put on her and all of the hate that you've driven between us. It's great to see you, prick.
Hey, Pezza,
Yes.
if you're saying it's okay for Lenny to film from bed
Oh,
and Tone's complaining that we're up late,
Oh.
Tone, why don't you film from bed next week?
Oh,
Oy.
We'd love to see you in
Oh.
bed filming.
a great man.
Oh,
Tassie, first league of the quaddy, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 11. I hope I have that right.
You have indeed got it right. 4, 7, 8, 9, and 11. I am
leg.
risking the 15,
Taking the
which
field.
is the
Yeah.
favourite. I'm risking the 15, which is a favourite, because it's a clipper, Tone. 2 wins from 2. Can't put them all in. But if you're going to take one out after you've taken these 5, maybe do that as a saver. But make a call. Blake Shin it is. Consistent. It won a trial recently, and I reckon Snowden's got a knockout chance.
Wow.
Armed Forces, well, that's got Tone written all over it because he loves the war things. Firma Track is going to be an advantage, and J-Mac is on it. I reckon J-Mac's going to have a big day. Californian. Oh, seriously. Who doesn't love a back marker that's poorly drawn, that shouldn't be discounted, that can win if they're coming from behind?
Jeez, you've got to
Solidify,
value
well,
in
that's
the
what
first
Tone
leg.
does
I
with his
like it.
floating. That's what, hang on. Solidify, that's what Tone does with those floating logs when they come to the top. It's a Kiwi raider too. So I don't know much about the jockey. I think he's a Kiwi. But if he's come over here with this horse that brings winning form, it's got to be a chance.
Yep.
And Snap Back.
Mm.
Looks the type that's just going to be suited to the step up in distance. Just
Mardo,
be
have you got
patient,
there
he
to help
thinks.
Taz?
That's
You
what
got
I've
any,
written.
to help the familiar?
I do like the 7. I think Armed Forces is most progressive in this field. A little worried about the 14 barrier, but I do like Solidify as well, coming over from New Zealand. And yes, Ryan Elliott is a Kiwi. He's
Yes.
followed this horse over with Tim Rogerson.
Perfect. I
They
like it.
specifically asked him to come and ride this in this race.
Tone,
So yeah, you got the winner, Taz. 7 and 9.
I hope so. Thank you. I have taken a chance with the 15 leaving it out. And I just thought,
I'm
you
not
know
sure
what?
I like it that much
I mean,
either.
like the way I see it is if there's a favourite that's going to be beat, it should be in my leg and not in Tone's.
Sam,
Look,
Clipper
it's drawn
Tone.
barrier 11. It's going to have a lot of work to do to get to the front with that field.
Yeah.
These are
Now,
very
this is
exciting
the derby. This is
two-year-olds.
the derby, whatever you want to do. If you're over in Western Australia, you might
derby.
say the derby, and we might say the derby. But anyway, Cobbalica, the $1.65. It's blown out 5 cents from when I've had a look this morning. It's gone out to a very backable price at $1.65, Tone. So you've gone 1 and 5, big boy. 1 and 5. Blakey Shin for Jack O'Shea. 46 Skins Andalus. Tell us about this one, Tone. How did you define that to beat the toppy?
Okay. Now, Andalus is a New Zealander, right? Now, it moved across from John O'Shea had it, right? And now Stephen Marsh has got it. So it's come across from the big swinger in New Zealand across the pond. And it used to run across there, I think, with Zach Purton, didn't it? Anyway, it ran 7th in the ATC Derby in a field of 18 over 2,400 at Randwick, and that was on April 1st. The track was a heavy 9 that day, and it didn't really handle the going, I don't reckon. But go back to start before that in the New Zealand Derby over 2,400 at T-Rap on March 4th. Get ready, Mardo. Get your fucking pants
I
undone.
just read the form.
And a long neck second to Sharpen. Smart, wasn't it? Yes.
Mhm.
You almost got him.
Shim's
You're
doing
right.
the steering. And I
Hang on.
reckon at the price, it's worth a chance.
What was the name of that
Baby
horse,
feet.
Tone? What was the name of that horse that it ran second to?
What was
the
it run
name of the
second to,
horse?
Mardo?
Mardo, what was the name of the horse?
Sharp and smart.
Yeah. Well, funny you say that because Tone should tell you too. It was about 100 to 1 that day that it ran second.
Yeah.
Paid about $15 a place. It was huge run. Huge.
Mm.
Sharp and
I reckon
Smart
it's-
won pretty easy, but it
arrogant, but
stormed
yeah.
home, and the caller got a little bit excited, but then Sharp and Smart sort of pulled away again. But it was a huge run. It was 100 and something to 1 that day. But Tone's found one. Is their way to handle us. There we go. To beat the toppy. Pavlika.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Does it
right,
race out
right.
the back? Does it get out the back? Because I think Lord Barry's a drawn. It's coming out from next where Tone parks his car in the car
Yeah,
park.
no, it comes from
Yes.
behind. It comes from well back.
Does
It's
it?
been
That
listed
day
as a
against Sharp
mid
and
mid
Smart.
runner, but
That
Yeah.
is the big worry. Yeah, it is drawn right out in 19. But
Do
you
we
know,
all
like,
think that the
favourites
toppy's
get
too
beat.
good for it? Do we all think the toppy's too good?
100%,
100%.
100%.
Yeah, look, I would like to think the toppy is way too good, but missing that run last start, could it be a run short? Could
They
Tone?
didn't miss the run last start.
Didn't they scratch it?
It missed the run before, and then
Yeah.
had a second plan to run in the Queensland Guineas.
But could it
And
have thrown
it
out
wasn't
its
supposed to-
preparation?
No.
Tone
One was
also
ahead of
likes
time.
the
He said
four,
He
if
just wanted to give
anyone's
it a run
interested.
before the.
If he could take 3, he was
Yeah.
going to take the 1, 4, and the 5.
Yeah.
But
I
we said,
would
no,
have
mate,
one-
you can't
one
take any
four
more
of the
than
fossils,
2.
but-
No, because
Well,
you
when it comes down to it-
3/4 of the field. Anyway, if you're going to have a multi, I'd go 4.
Well,
7,
Tone, our races don't have fucking $1.50 horse in it.
Yeah, because you pricks give me the $1.50 horses all the time, and you forget. You forget. You think favourites win every fucking Saturday, and they don't when they're
No,
on.
Well,
not
they do
every
when I
favourite.
get 'em.
Altivo
They
last
do when
week,
I
they
get them.
pulled it up.
Zaki
Some
won when
do,
I had it.
Taz.
Still sitting in that fucking spacewalker. That
Yeah,
Marno's
that
on. They're all
that
favourites.
horse that always
Jesus.
went
Come on,
favourite.
come
What was
on.
that called, Tone? Never won. What was that? It was always favourite and it never won. Winks?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, never won.
Yeah, Black
Yeah, but you're a
Caviar.
complete spastic.
Black Caviar.
Oh, Black
Never
Caviar.
won.
Yeah,
was
that was
another
another
one.
one. Didn't
You
win.
don't listen.
I'm invincible. Never won.
No.
Yeah, no, they're very hard.
No, we are listening,
Yeah.
mate. You
Favourites
just
never win.
make no sense.
No, you're not. You're such a turd. You were honestly
That's
are.
not
You're
being
being a little
turd,
selective
mate. You
in
just
your
make no
argument, Tony.
sense. You just say
Yeah,
something
you-
stupid and you got nothing to back it
fuck
up.
off.
Like,
But hang on, hang on. I just want to come in between the two of you, okay? Because I can. Tone, the opportunity to pick the quaddie was there. The opportunity was there, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give Tone a win. I wanted to give you a win, so that's why I picked this. I didn't pick it because I want to laugh when the favourite gets rolled. Because punters
about
back
Altiva?
favourites. Well, I gave. Well,
It
I mean that was
favourite.
yours.
It didn't win. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
That's one.
No,
Tony.
but-
That's one.
Yeah. What about that thing you chucked out up there in a couple of months back? Spacewalker or something was all the rage. Favourite, really hot.
Lenny's got 1, 5,
No,
11,
but
13, 19. 1, 5, 11, 13, 19, Lenny. She's
She's
done
done well
Rothfire.
again.
She's done well again. I reckon she's a massive chance.
Yeah.
I reckon
don't
Lenny
know.
might
I
be able to
just
do the
think,
quaddie next week herself.
Now look, I've got
But,
my numbers here again, and Lenny,
yeah.
3 out of 5 we've aligned with. So well done.
Yeah, I liked 11 and 19, but I think I might have Rothfire in there as well.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Robbie
Okay.
Heathcote,
Wow.
we're spooking it, and Blake Shin's on. I think it's dangerous
Yeah,
leaving Rothfire
One of my favourite
out.
horses. Think about
loves
it.
Eagle
It's
Farm.
won how many in a row? It's won like 6,
Yeah, well, that's
7,
another.
and 8 in a row, all in Sydney.
Yep.
Going back into its home state for the Hoisted boys.
And if 11
Sorry for
wins,
Brian,
I'm going to
Jason
give up.
Brian, I thought it was a Hoisted.
oh.
They're the Silks with the brother. Hoisted and always have the big green circle with the Silks. But, geez, it's a good horse. You'd like to have that in your backyard, wouldn't you? Geez, a moneymaker.
Yes.
Think about it.
Think about it.
It's a very
What
good
price
race,
for
this, isn't it?
If you
Mm.
want to have a bet in it, think about it. I mean, with the picket fence there, you're getting $5.50 for it.
Hey,
It just
Tone,
keeps stepping
Tone,
up and answering
look at
every
number
question.
9, Tone. Can you see number 9?
Yes.
11. That's what I just said.
Shazzy.
If 11 wins, mate, I'm giving up.
Well, King of Sparta's in this as well. It's
Yeah, I
kind
reckon
of,
she's
you
got
know,
it well
that-
done. She's a beauty. She
Go on, Lenny.
obviously knows her form and she does it. And I reckon she's
Good
not
on her.
far off the money again. Well done.
Yep.
No, I think
It'd be
so
interesting
too.
to see, Lenny, what you'd like after Govlicka, who to beat. Because, Anyway, Pez is pretty easy this week. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've gone 5 time because the favourites are around $4 and there's a lot of horses first up. I reckon it's really, really tough to find the winner of this race time because I don't have an $1.65 horse in it where I could probably put all my effort into trying to beat it. But anyway, I've gone the even numbers. Roots. Yeah, because that's one of Tony's favourite things to do. Sneaky 5 is another one that Tony.
Oh, yeah, you're a
Because that's what Tony likes to eat. Roots, because that's one of the favourite things that Tone likes to do. Sneaky 5, because if Tone's not getting a root, that's what he's using. Sneaky 5. Hey.
Yeah.
Keep going, sorry.
Never let him in the country.
Celatine, Brooks probably the favourite, J-Mac and Wally. You can't leave it out because, you know, it's probably the best horse in the race, as they say, Marto.
You almost got the field anyway.
And number 10, Extremist. Now, I was going to put the 11, Comrade Rosa, but I just think Angela Jones, she doesn't mind winning a last race at Eagle Farm. And Heathcote's on fire at the moment, the stable, Tony.
Robbie Heathcote.
Heathcote's on fire. So I think I've got us covered if we are alive in the last, which would be a bloody miracle.
I like Extremist here.
I haven't done this for a while, and this is not poison.
Oh.
But, Tone, this race is perfectly set up for you.
Oh.
Because you've got Roots, you've got Sneaky 5, you've got Self-Indulgent, and you've got Deep Rogue, which will give you
into
a promise of success. No, into a promise of success. There you go.
I like it.
Box those 5, Tone. They're for you.
Well, you just bend over and I'll get a green pineapple, insert it, you know, the opposite way up your ass, and I will, you know, ram it in with a white hot sledgehammer. That's it. That's for you.
But why green? Why green?
Yeah, why green?
They
want
green. Squash.
Here we go, Tony. It's all. Tony,
just before you get going,
you,
sorry, boys, I've got to get going.
All right, see you, Marto.
To the Pulsey Army, good luck out there this weekend, boys.
See you, Marto. We'll try not to bag you too much now.
Yeah, mate, yeah, I'll look forward to replaying the show. See you later, boys. Have a great weekend.
Cheers, mate. Yep. Thanks, Marto.
See you, Marto. Go pick up your girl, mate. The Kiwi Swede, the ex-Kiwi Swede, Tone, you found race 1, number 7, Canasta.
This would be one of the most untrustworthy, unreliable horses are running around, and it usually has like a real shit jockey on it, like Rachel King or something. But Nash has jumped on, and I think if it's ever going to win, it always wins at a double figure odds when it's short. So they last start when it ran at Dalby, I think it was a really short price favourite. The distance suits. They've taken the blinkers off. And I'm going to have a crack. I think Canasta might just get there this weekend.
Don't know much about the trainer.
I like it. No, I don't know. Don't know too much, but I do know
about Jack Bruce. I've never seen.
No, either do I. But I do know, Tone, you have tipped this in the past.
I have. Yes, I have.
Yeah, I know you have. Because this thing normally, if I'm right, when you've tipped it, I think it likes to get out in front.
It does.
And it was a horrible couple of starts I've backed it, and they were absolutely slaughtered it. Yeah. Absolutely terrible.
It's the same ownership group as Overpass, and Overpass has ran pretty well the last couple of starts for the Kiwi Swede.
Yeah,
over in WA, it won the Quokka, and then at last start it comes second. You know, they got the same owners, that big ownership group. So, yeah, interesting. Jack Bruce, I don't know who he is, and I don't know why the Kiwi Swede sold it, got rid of it. So, interesting. Or, you know, change.
Good luck, Tone. Why not?
Well done.
Yeah, well, at the price, you know, I think it's worth a go.
Talking about green, good. Thanks. Yeah, I've got a student called Midori, Tone. Midori.
Oh,
I love it.
That means green. And she's quite beautiful. And I thought to myself, you remind me a bit of a fly. And then I was looking through the, I don't know.
Oh, if you back there.
Form. I was looking through the form,
I
Tone.
can't believe it.
I was looking through
John
the form,
Green.
Tone. And there was one of my favourite students' name, you know, Green. And then you remind me of a fly. And I thought to myself, wow, race 8, number 3, Green Fly.
Friedman, I love it, Beza.
Thank you, mate.
I love it.
I know
you know
you
why?
like, I know you like the OTR.
It's an overseas horse.
The OTR.
It's an overseas horse too. Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
1400 last start time, 1400. absolutely screened home from the back. Ran the second fastest 200 of the day.
Yep.
Ran the third fastest 400 metres of the day. Tone screaming for extra ground. Gets to the mile this week. Money in the bank. Benny Allen for Freedman. The only problem is Mickey D's gone over to Hong Kong because Mickey D we're probably going to be riding it again, and we'll be riding into money, big man. Second problem is Sandown.
Yeah, well,
It's not a problem.
The other tracks, there's only Sandown, Moonee Valley.
You know, Tone, you know what gets me up and about? You know what gets me a little bit excited? You know what gets the little lipstick poking through the end of the foreskin? You know what happens, Tone? Second up, 3 starts, Tone. How many wins?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, a few probably.
Three.
No idea.
Unbeaten second up, Tone.
Well,
and the one
you must have looked at this horse, Tassie. You must have.
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I seriously looked at this horse. It was nearly a fister.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I know you like the OTR. I know you like the OTR racing.
Yeah, no. I like this. I like this a lot because it's 3 from 3 second up. It's come from overseas.
Yep.
It did scream home sensationally last start.
Geez, they're taking their time with it too. It's been very patient.
Yeah, because I think its last start overseas was, if I'm right, about July 2022, and then it had the 3 runs here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like it a lot. Well done. Well done.
Thanks, mate. And we've got a bit of money there. I'm trying bloody hard because I want a winner on a Saturday. It's been a while, so a bit like Mud, Star of India. It's been a while for Pez too. But the last time, Tone, I did go 2 in a row on a Saturday, but I think we need to line up on the Saturday because that's when everybody's up and about. And we got some money there. Of course, Mardo's on the favourite, of course. Mardo doesn't miss a favourite.
Oh, but he might change it.
All right. And then we got
he might take the second favourite.
Pez reckons Harry Mackay for first goal, 950. Get in the queue. SCG, 1 kick the big Harry, the big H, and he'll silence the doubters with a straight kick straight over the head. So 950, get on. Tone, you're pretty keen on the Tigers this week, big dog.
Yeah, sorry, the wife's calling. You better go ahead.
Right. Tassie.
Yes.
I reckon you're going a 2-legger.
Yeah, I'm going 2-legger. I'm going Carlton head-to-head because I think they just do win. And I looked at the Gold Coast Western Bulldogs game, and yeah, we're due to win. And I took Jamara Ugle-Hagan to kick 2 or more. I reckon the doggy, the Suns' focus will be that what's his name, Norton, and I reckon Lob. And as a result, I reckon Jamara might be able to sneak too. Just kick 2 in the third quarter or something like that.
Norton gets off. He just flies for anything anyway, doesn't he? He doesn't really care who's in front.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yep.
The great man himself, Mardo, has got us a 2-legger as well. He likes Hawthorn at the line with after last week's performance. And, of course, Sydney Carlton, he reckons it's going to be a very low-scoring affair.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tomorrow. I don't know what the weather's like in Sydney at the moment, but I don't think it's going to be a low-scoring affair.
No. Tone,
I think because both teams have got nothing to lose.
Tone, you like the Tigers? Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I think they'll really put in a massive effort this week. We always have good close games against Port, and they'll win this one for Dimmer. I think this one's running on. Yes, yeah.
Now, Tone, you're in shock. You're in shock and awe the other night. Like it was like you're a bit.
He was excited.
You're a little bit excited that Dimmer's gone. Mrs. Hardwick might be even more excited.
Oh. Yep. Yeah, I'm not really surprised. I do think it's time for a change. Dimmer's been great for the club, and he's got them 3 premierships, in a very short time, and he's done, great things for the club. I think it's time to move on.
Can I ask you a serious question?
What's that?
Do you know who the stand-in coach is?
Yeah, but I forgot his name. I was reading about
Andrew
it today.
McQualter. Played at St Kilda.
McQualter.
And I think he had a couple of games.
He was
a couple of games at Carlton?
No, I don't think so. He was a high draft pick too. Do you know that?
Yeah, I didn't realise that, but he wasn't a really good footballer, and that's what they say. Not
No, he wasn't.
footballers want make good coaches. But could you imagine Andrew McQualter walking up to Koch, Jackie Rewalt, and Dusty and saying, "Hey, boys, you think you could do something about now?" I just don't. I can't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Pezza, I was listening to the rubbish here, the radio stations and stuff,
Right.
and they've got a bit of an opinion of him.
Right.
He's
So
very
they
well
don't-
liked. I don't know. a
Yeah,
lot
they
about him.
don't necessarily think that he's stepping up as an audition. They think he's actually stepping up to showcase his abilities.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be really interesting. I mean, I thought he was an average footballer, high draft pick. I remember him.
That's what I mean with those type of footballers when they're not really good, like David Teague. You know,
Yeah,
who and the blokes that have never sort of played the game. Who was the guy at Carlton? There was the assistant coach of the Hawks, and he was in
Johnny
Tassie.
Barker.
And,
Johnny Barker.
yeah, what's he? No, the Muppet never played AFL.
Oh yes, I know who you're
The
talking about.
teacher.
Yeah, the Smiley Man. The Smiley Man.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
feel
I know the
like-
one that worked with Clarko.
I know Voss the boss has got that instant respect because he's one of the greatest footballers ever played the game. Hard as a cat's head, leader of men. I think you automatically get instant sort of respect because you're Michael Voss. I just don't see it with these Muppets. You know,
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I reckon that's harsh though, because
but
I
Craig
reckon there are
McRae
coaches
McRae
out.
won 3 flags. And
Yes,
was
he
a pretty
did.
decent footballer. I don't think he's a Muppet. Andrew McQualter is a fucking Muppet. He
Yeah,
could
but
have
hang on,
come-
who's the Port? Hang on, not Port Adelaide. Who's the Adelaide coach? Nix. How good was he?
Matty Nix won a grand final. He won a flag at Sydney.
Oh, one.
But he's a premiership player.
But does that? Yeah, but hang on. If you could tell me the way that he played and stuff like that, or what was the best thing he ever did, is there anything that comes to mind?
No.
There's not.
But is he a good coach? I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. So I don't know about that argument.
No, but
That's
I'm
all
just
I'm
saying,
saying.
like, you know, you got these these hard back pocket types like Kevin
Yes.
Sheedy and all that. And they've got the instant
Yeah.
respect because they were thugs and they were tough and they used to beat
Yes.
the opponent and they were team first. I don't think Andrew McQualter
Yeah.
was team first. Or, you know, David Teague was team first or, you know, all these Muppets. Like, I don't know. I just find it would be hard for Dusty to look him in the eye and go, yeah, mate, you're right. I don't know.
We don't know. We're not privy to what happens behind the scenes, though. Do you know what I mean? We're not privy because sometimes these guys that maybe aren't as talented footballers might have a more
No. The
talented brain.
pastor said that. The pastor said, if you're not a very talented
Yeah.
football, but the football, they've done something. You know, they've won a flag, they've held down a spot in a premiership or whatever. I think there's got to be some type of respect. Like, I don't know.
I'm sure McQualter's got some. I mean, he probably was part of that unlucky St Kilda side when it was booming with Rewalt.
No, he wasn't.
Kaczynski.
He wasn't. He was in the teens.
He was after.
He was after.
Was he after that?
Yeah,
Was
he
he
was
after that?
after.
Was he?
He's just retired. He's
Yeah,
like,
well.
he was from the shits in Kilda.
Yeah. Do you reckon? What's his name gets a chance again? Lambert. Not Lambert. No, not what's his name? Matty Knights.
Matty Knights, no.
You reckon he's done, cooked all over?
Well, I think he's still coaching Resi's or something, isn't he? Somewhere, Essen or something.
Yeah,
No.
he is. That's what I mean. I wonder if.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
What about Simo? Simo's been. What's happened to him? He's been sent for a holiday for 3 months.
Simo, mate, you got to go for a holiday for Simo. Jesus Christ. He's got to come over
What's
to
going on
Japan and
there?
go to a shrine.
Tone, do you know what's happened to Simo? Why they've put him on holidays?
No idea.
I don't know. I was really surprised with that one.
Perfect, Tone. That's a nice way to end the show. Tassie, love you.
Oh.
Mardo,
Are we done?
Tone, I think we're very, very close to be done. Put a fork in us. We're done. Put a line through it.